Hey guys, I'm Coach Jay. I am a mental performance coach. I live in Ponte Vedra, Florida. Work with athletes primarily in Georgia and Florida, but I help high school athletes so they can be recruited and play in college. Also work with a ton of college athletes so they can play better. Today we're going to talk about quarterbacks. I work with a lot of them, both high school and college, and it's one of the most difficult positions to play. And a lot of times the reason it's so difficult is when you have a non-supporting group of players and high school coaches around you or college coaches, it's very difficult to play your position. So of all the positions out there, it requires having other people do their job at a higher level, and the quarterback is responsible in many cases if other guys on the offense don't do their job. So, you know, what I try to do with most of my quarterbacks is I try to just kind of calm the whole thing down. I try to stabilize it down. Many times the QB coach or the offensive coordinator tends to be very critical, and this just happens a lot. So what happens is they just criticize every time they make a mistake. The truth is they're on a big learning curve, so they're going to make mistakes a lot. Now, what the mistakes I don't want are interceptions, fumbles, not knowing what's going on with the play. But the other pieces of it, they just need reps. And a lot of times when you have critical coaches around, what happens is that you just spend your time overthinking everything. And so, with most of the quarterbacks that I've worked with over the years, my first thing that I really try to do is just bring down their analytical mind where they're not analyzing so much, they're not judging so much, and they're definitely not getting emotional about what's going on, especially when it's negative. We can't have negative. The negative, disappointed, frustrated, none of that really works good because once you go there, it's hard to turn it off. And so, you know, I want my guys to do their job. I want my guys to run the play with knowing that a couple of guys on your side of the ball are not going to run the play the right way. The good thing for you is guys on the other side of the ball, a couple of those guys aren't going to run it the right way either. So all we need to do is find out where they're not getting it right and punish them there. So, it's not a game of perfect. It's not a game where that's a perfect offense, that's a perfect play, anything like that. There are well designed plays and there are well executed plays. But our job really is, working with a lot of quarterbacks and just being, understanding the position is we don't want to overthink. We want to bring you back to being more instinctive, more like backyard football where you're just playing. You're seeing the field, everything's slowing down, you're able to do what you need to do. So, I just think that quarterbacks, they tend to get all the credit when they win and they tend to get most of the blame when they lose. And coaches are really quick to blame the quarterback. And so it makes it even more of a critical job. But it doesn't have to be. And a lot of these guys I've worked with over the years, they've learned to just kind of find their piece out there, play their game, and many times just block out what the coaches are saying, especially when it's negative. So, all that being said, I love working with quarterbacks. It's one of my favorite groups. We've done quarterback camps over the years where we brought in a bunch of guys. I got a bunch of college guys right now. It's fun to watch them play on Saturdays. So, all that being said, if I can help you in any way, I'm College Scout FB on X, located at Psychology Today at Coach J, and my webpage is sportsintervention.com. Come see us.